Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. In today's video, we'll be looking into the prestige class, the Bladesinger. We are in the Tome and Blood from 3rd edition D&D. The Bladesinger is more or less an arcane archer except for melee. We'll get to really see what it's capable of here in a second and go over any changes I'd make to the class as we're looking at it for Pathfinder. This class would also be in whatever the combined version of the spellcasting prestige class book was for 3.5. Well, without further ado, let's look into the requirements for the Bladesinger. After that, we'll look at the table, and then we'll dive into any of the meaty texts about the special abilities you get. Okay. To qualify to become a Bladesinger, you must be an elf or a half-elf. So right there, you're limited to an elf or a half-elf. Now, the workaround around that would be that the Game Master allows an elf or a half-elf to teach you if you're not one. But that would probably require some story elements, so it's not impossible, it's just these are usually very racial restricted prestige classes. This, the Dwarven Defender, are racial specific prestige classes. Your base attack bonus needs to be +5. Your concentration has to have 4 ranks. Your perform dance has to have 3 ranks. Your perform sing has to have 3 ranks. Your tumble has to have 3 ranks. So right there, you need acrobatics with 3 ranks. I wouldn't change that. You need perform sing or orator, 3 ranks. You need perform dance, 3 ranks. Concentration is the only one you don't need. So I've changed that out with spellcraft, 4 ranks. You need the following feats: combat casting, dodge, expertise, which I believe is called combat expertise now, steel spell, and weapon focus long sword. You could get all those feats by 5th level if you were 3 levels of fighter and 2 levels of spellcaster. You need special, you need to be proficient with longsword, and then spells, ability to cast arcane spells at 1st level or higher. So you need to be, with a base attack of +5, you need to be at least 5th level fighter, or you need to be like a 4th level fighter and like 2 or 3 levels of a spellcaster. I don't have the spellcaster in front of me. I can't just look at the base attack bonus because I don't have it memorized. So as a Bladesinger, those are the requirements to become one. I wouldn't really change anything other than the concentration, because concentration is not in Pathfinder. And then tumble would just become acrobatics in Pathfinder. You gain 2 plus your intelligence modifier and skills points per level, and it's mostly combat skills with a couple of like perform and tumble in there. And then your weapon and armor proficiency, you gain no new proficiencies in weapon or armor, and you're only supposed to use light armor with this prestige class, I believe. Your hit dice is a D8 when you level in this prestige class. Now let's look at the actual table. At 1st level, your base attack bonus is a +1. You will gain a +1 every time you gain a level, so it ends at a +10 at 10th level in this prestige class. Your fortitude save starts at a +0 and it ends at a +3. Your reflex save and will save start at a +2 and will end at +7s. You gain your own spell slots for this prestige class per day. You start at 1st level with a 1 in the 1st level spell slots. And these are in addition to what you would normally have for, say, being a wizard or a sorcerer. Or even a bard, at that matter. The first level spell slots will max out at 4 spells per day, plus your bonus spells at 10th level. It maxes out before that, but that's the maximum at 10th level. You gain 2nd level spell slots, only your bonus spells, starting at 2nd level in the prestige class, and that maxes out at 4 by 10th level. At 4th level, you'll gain your 3rd level spell slots per day, only your bonus spells starting, but that maxes out at 3 plus your bonus spells by 10th level. You gain your 4th level slots by 6th level in the prestige class, and it starts at only your bonus spells, but at the 10th level it's 3 plus your bonus spells. At 1st level you'll gain the Blade Song style. At 2nd level you'll gain a bonus feat. At 6th level you'll gain a bonus feat, and at 10th level you'll gain a bonus feat. So right there by itself, it feels like a very weak class to me for Pathfinder. Blade Song style. When wielding longsword in one hand and nothing in the other, the Blade Singer gains the dodge bonus to AC equal to intelligence modifier. If the Blade Singer wears medium or heavy armor, he can lose all the benefits of the Blade Song style. So that explains why they only want you to wear light armor. Bonus feats can be meta magic or a feat chosen from combat, reflexes, improved critical longsword, improved disarm, mobility, quick draw, spring attack, and whirlwind. I'd more or less say the bonus feat should be from the fighter feat list starting off. I'd say that right away. And I'd probably give them a bonus feat every even level. That'd be the first major thing I'd change. So you'd get more bonus feats. And then with the Blade Song style, I'd leave the Blade Song style alone as it is, but then every odd level, I would allow you to pick one of the spells from your spell list to apply to your blade. I'm looking at the spell list again, so excuse me if I'm not talking as much. Okay, so the spell list isn't doing me a lot of good, so I'd say your first odd level, so after blade style, so 3rd level, I'd give you the ability to cast magical weapon equal to your level per day on your own weapon. So you pick up a sword, you can make it magical. Or I'd give you True Strike. Let's start with True Strike, because by this time you should have a magical weapon anyways. You're already a 5th level or higher character. So we'll say you get True Strike equal to your level per day as the first benefit at your first odd level after first. So 3rd level, you'll get True Strike equal to your character level times per day. At 5th level, you gain the ability to put magical effects on your weapon. So we'll limit them to +1 magical effects. So anything that you could make on your weapon, so burning, frost, bane, you could put on the weapon temporarily for, we'll say 10 minutes. And you can do that number of times per day equal to your intelligence modifier. And it doesn't have to be the same thing every time. And then at 7th level, we'll say you can do it again. We'll increase the amount of times per day by we'll increase the times per day by 3. So +3 to times per day you can do it. And you can now do +2 effects on your weapon. And then at 9th level, you can do +3 effects on your weapon. And at 10th level, you can do +4 effects. If this went into 11th level, I'd do 11th level as +4 effects. Or we could reverse that and say with Bladesong style, you gain the True Strike. And then at 3rd level, you gain the +1 effects. At 5th level, you'll gain the +2 effects. At 7th level, you gain +3 effects. At 9th level, you gain the +4 effects that you can put on your weapons. So if there's any +5 effects, you just can't do that yourself. So you can't just pick up your longsword and go, okay, now it's a keen Vorpal longsword. And then that's just the cap on what you could put on your weapon. So when you get the +3, you could put up to a +3 yourself onto your weapon. So your weapon could already have stuff on it. And I would rule that you could exceed the normal cap for the weapon, what the weapon could have on it, with this prestige class just doing that, because everything you're putting on it's going to be temporary. It's only going to last 10 rounds each time you do it. That's how I would change the Bladesinger to make it far more interesting and far more useful prestige class. Now, the actual spells you get in the prestige class, the 1st level spells are Expeditious Retreat, Mage Armor, Magic Weapon, Shield, True Strike. None of those spells are bad. They just don't allow you to really take emphasis on the bonuses you could apply to your weapon. 2nd level, you gain Blur, Bull Strength, Cat's Grace, Mirror Image, and Protection from Arrows. 3rd level, you gain Displacement, Greater Magic Weapon, Haste, Keen Edge. And at 4th level, Dimension Door, Fire Shield, Improved Invisibility, and Stone Skin. So those spells by themselves aren't bad, it's just the class is lacking a lot to make it entertaining and fun to play. Well, those are the changes I'd make to the Bladesinger. If you like them, by all means use it. If it's now become a very interesting class to play, good. Well, without further ado, see you all next time we do one of these prestige class videos.